Trying to take a thumbnail, it's really hard when you have a lot of books. Oh, save the books. 2K16. I mean 17. Oh, 2017. Hey guys, it's Jade, and today I'm going to do a Barnes & Noble book haul. So I have 27 books to show you. 7 of them, or 6 of them will be really quick. So I just sold a huge book outlet haul with like 48 books, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But now I'm going to show you, those are some of the books. Now I'm going to show you what I got from Barnes & Noble. So the first thing I got was, I think 6 books in here. And it is the Mortal Instruments series. I don't have the first book in here because I'm reading it right now. But yeah, this is beautiful. I love it so much. Okay. The next book I got is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. And I know this is about a LGBT, this gay boy, which hasn't came out yet, is patting someone, flirting with them online, and I think someone finds out and holds it against him, which I just love LGBT books if you didn't know that already, and I wanted to give this one a go. I think it sounds really good, and it was nominated for something, so. The next book I got is Sweet Evil, and I heard this is like a guilty pleasure book. It's a reality for sons and daughters of fallen angels. I think it's where the good girl follows her like the bad guy, you know, and I'm so into that. I love it. Kind of reminds me of Vampire Diaries, so I'm really excited to dive into this. I've never read a book about angels, so. Next one, do not judge the cover, okay? I've heard this was awesome. This is Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. I know the title looks so like cliche and like not what you think it'd be, but I think it's really cool because there's like lipstick right here. But I don't really know what this book is specifically about, but I know that it embraces feminism and a lot of good stuff that should be embraced, and I heard you learn a lot while reading it, and it may even change your opinion on some things, so I wanted to pick it up, and I like books like this, pretty short, so. The next book I got is Diary of an Oxygen Thief, and it's by Anonymous, and I've never like heard someone talk about this on YouTube, but I did look it up on Goodreads and it has really bad reviews. I don't know what it's about. I've seen like some posts on Tumblr of like just a page of this. I thought it was like a serial killer or something. I don't know. I've seen such bad reviews, but I hope it's good. It's tiny, but if it's terrible, it's gonna be so hard to get through, so I just really hope it's good. This is the only book I didn't get on Barnes & Noble. I got it off Amazon, but this is Skinny Bitch. Don't want to say that word. And it's about like veganism and informational stuff like that. And I want to go vegan eventually. It's just so hard for me because like cheese, you know, that's it, cheese. But yeah, I thought it'd be good to just inform myself on some things and read a book that really helped a lot of people go vegan. I also got It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I've heard this is like the most, it was nominated for something on Goodreads, but it's about like an abusive relationship, and I've never read a book about like super like abusive. I've heard this makes people cry and just a whirlwind of emotions, and I'm so down for that, so I picked this up. I'm really excited to read it. A staple book that everyone pretty much has. It's Perks of Being a Wallflower. I used to actually own this, but I lent it to my teacher in like 6th grade and she never gave it back. But I just want to read this because I know there's an LGBT factor, and I know I probably didn't pick up on a lot of things I would pick up now when I read it in 6th grade. And again, it's so small, but it packs a punch, so I'm ready to read it. I really like the simplicity of this, like the little pants on this side and then just lime green. And then I got Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I love Rainbow Rowell. Like, I just love her writing, and she even tweeted back to me on Twitter, so I was like living up my fangirl moment. But I read Carry On, which I know is like the sequel, some people say, or the spin-off of this book, but I'm kind of reading them backwards, if you will, so I'm going to read this now because I know she's like a fangirl of that. Yeah. Then I also got Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and I love the title, and I know it's like two people that like relationship, two misfits, one extraordinary love, so I don't really know much about this other than like it's romance. It was written by one of my favorite authors, so I'm really excited to read this. I also got the Shatter Me 3 box set series trilogy, and it's by Tahira Mafi, and I've never read anything about her, just heard amazing things, and I've heard this series is so good, so yes. I'll just read you what the back says. It says, my touch is power. No one knows why Juliet's touch is fatal, but the reestablishment has plans for her. Plans to use her as a weapon. But Juliet has plans of her own. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovering the strength to fight back for the very first time. As Juliet learns to embrace her power, she finds that everything she thought she knew was wrong, and that in Juliet's shattered world, her greatest enemy may be herself. So she has like a lethal touch. I love me a good trilogy. Or as I said in my first book haul, triology. And then I got The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I read everything by her and loved it. And I know this book deals with immigration and stuff like that. And I'm so excited to dive into it because I haven't read anything about immigration and I really want to, because once you know what it's actually, like if you just get more information and stuff, you won't be so close-minded. So I just want to learn more about immigration and stuff like that. And then I got these 3 books, Air of Fire, Crown of Midnight, and Queen of Shadows. I know these are the next 3 books in the series. I don't know which order they go in. But I have the first book, but I didn't want to read it unless I had the rest. Or not. I don't have all the rest, but I have a good amount of them. So if I know that I'm so into it, I'll be able to plan ahead and buy the rest in advance if I know I'm going to go through the series like crazy. And they're really chunky. Oh my god. But and then I got Anne and the French Kiss, which I heard was so good by so many people, and it's about this girl who goes to boarding school in Paris, I think, and just her story, and I'm pumped. The next one is The Call by, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but it says 3 minutes to save your life, and horn sounds and the call has begun. So it sounds awesome, kind of sounds like The Purge, but I haven't read it, so I don't really know if it's like The Purge, but I've also heard really good things, and I love thriller or scary, like on the edge of your seat books. I also got a new book that kind of came out recently, and it is The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer, and as you guys may know, she wrote the Twilight series, which I love, so I'm excited to see what this is about. I think this book is about this girl who used to work for the US government, and then they found out she was a liability, so they're like coming for her. I'm not exactly sure, but I heard it was pretty good, and I just like the name, and like the cover is beautiful, and it's hardback. So good. And then I have The Paper Princess and Broken Prince, and it's the Royals trilogy. There's one more book, obviously. I don't have it because I want to read these first, make sure I really like it. And I've heard it's like scandalous, like really scandalous, and like romance, contemporary kind of books, and I love that. I love the juicy drama, so I'm excited to read these. Juicy. If you watch Okay Baby, you know where that's from. And then I have another book by Rainbow Rowell. This is Attachments, and I'm pretty sure this is about a guy who reads this girl's emails, but he's never met her or anything, and then he falls in love with her, but he doesn't know how to go about it because she doesn't even know he's reading her emails, so it's like creepy, but I think it's going to be really cute, so I'm excited. And lastly, I have Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. I have no idea what this is about. I'm just going to say that now. So if you want to read up on it, look it up on Goodreads. But I have no idea, but obviously it was something good because I bought it, so. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, join the family. Love you guys. Bye.